Okay, hi guys, and in this video we're going to talk about the what, why and how of guitar practice. So it's the first video, just kind of leading up to the practice-a-thon, give you a bit more of an idea of kind of, I suppose, how you can structure practice, get the most out of it, what you should be practicing, and really kind of go over some fine details, some tips and tricks to get the most out of the January kind of a challenge. So let's have a little look at this. So the first thing we'll talk about is the difference between practice and playing. So a lot of people fall in the trap of playing when they think they're practicing. So the big difference here is if you're playing guitar, you are playing a song you already know, something you're already familiar with, and you're just playing it because you like to do that and it's fun to do. Practicing, you should be challenged when you practice. Practice should be thought-provoking. It should be something that's going to push you on as a player, and it should be something that's challenging. So if you are playing something and it's not, then you are just playing. So make sure when you practice, it's deliberate. You're practicing something that is going to push you along as a player and is a bit challenging. You know, it's a bit uncomfortable to do it. That's when you know you're practicing it, something that's going to obviously make you better. We do want to be able to have a balance. If you do too much practice all the time, you're forever kind of going up this kind of steep incline. You feel that you're never quite there. So it's kind of a bit disheartening. But if you're equally always playing, you feel like you're not improving. So you kind of want a bit of both. You want the practice to obviously make yourself better, but you do want to do a bit of playing so you feel like you can actually play the instrument, you feel like you are achieving as well, and you can have obviously that little bit of instant kind of gratification and play a song that you like and it sounds cool. Next thing, practice equals progress. So the reason we want to practice is because we are going to progress. We won't progress very fast if we are just playing, and we won't progress very far if we don't practice at all. So we've got to practice to see progress. So that's why we should be practicing. And then in regard to quantity, so how much you want to do, again, a constant kind of question that pops up is how much practice should you do? As a G4 teacher, you know, we kind of recommend on our program for adults, half an hour, and we structure that with 5 minutes kind of picking your technical exercise, 10 minutes of one skill, 10 minutes of second skill, and a 5 minutes kind of song work on the end. Now we're talking a little bit about kind of skills and why I want to focus on the skill kind of practice, but having a very kind of systematized way of doing that, a kind of system of practice will really help. And if you're doing kind of 10 minutes a day, that gives you 300 minutes a month, you know, you're going to be kind of beginner level. And to be fair, a lot of people kind of end up quitting if definitely doing less than that because you just feel like you're not getting anywhere. Half an hour will make you kind of novice, that's 900 minutes a month. 60 minutes, 1800 minutes semi-pro, and 120 minutes will give you kind of pro levels. Again, just a kind of vague, basic idea of what it's going to give you if you invest that time. Now, it's not going to say if you do that amount of minutes, you're going to end up, for instance, semi-pro. You could do an hour just of playing or an hour of not focused practice that's actually going to build on your skills and kind of make you progress. So you've got to make sure you are practicing the right thing. And deliberate practice is really kind of a big thing to take away from this as well. So when you're practicing, making sure you are practicing with a clear purpose. You have a clear goal that you're heading towards, and you're developing in a particular direction. So that's what deliberate practice means. You're deliberately sitting there and working on something that's going to take you to ultimately your goal. And that could be just playing a song. That could just be, I want to play this tune, I want to play it well, I want to play a selection of songs, I want to perform in a band, I want to write my own songs, I want to play at a gig, I want to just play for my family. There's so many different reasons that you might want to perform or pick up the guitar and learn to play it. It's obviously up to you what that goal is, but as you practice, make sure you are deliberately aiming for something. I fell in the trap of kind of practicing and just trying to practice what I thought I should practice rather than really what I wanted to. So I was learning quite a lot of obscure kind of jazz songs and scales and things I'd then never really use as a kind of blues rock player. So that I just forgot them kind of straight away because I wasn't actually using them. So yeah, make sure you have a clear purpose and make sure you're working towards that. Then the 7 essential skills. Again, this is kind of the G4 method that I'm kind of bringing in a little bit here, but it really is fundamental. You want to work on your skills, picking chords, arpeggio scales, rhythm reading, oral. The whole concept of the 7 essential skills is you take a song, you break it down, it's going to be one or more of these skills that make up that song. So if you become very proficient on each of those skills, you should then in theory be able to play any song. Obviously, certain genres of music have certain sub-skills of these skills, if you like, and advanced variations of those, but if you get very good at these basic 7, it's going to give you a very solid foundation. So make sure skill practice is a big part of your practice. That's going to really bring you on. And that's why in the G4 we do kind of the 10 minutes, half an hour structures, 5 minutes picking, 10 minutes one skill, 10 minutes a second skill, 5 minutes song in the end. The song is obviously just that 5 minutes, kind of like your dessert at the end. These are kind of your veggies, your skills. So yeah, you want the song in there, you want to mix it up, but too much kind of song, too much just playing, you're not going to progress as quickly as if you work on your skills. I always like it to like a football match. This is kind of our preparatory work. This is our practicing. This is us punching a box, punching a bag, getting ready to go in the ring basically. This is us training, kicking a ball 100 times, working on our craft, so when we play in the match, we can score. Exactly the same with this. When we play the song, we want our picking really solid, we want the rhythm solid, the chords, so we're going to play that song well. So make sure skills are a big part of your practice. Then how to practice, again, I've kind of covered this anyway, but that 5 minutes of picking, technical kind of working in that first 5 minutes, 10 minutes skill 1, 10 minutes skill 2. Now that means just rotating the skills that we have, the picking, chords, arpeggio, scales, rhythm, reading, and oral. Rotating that, so for the Monday you do scales and reading, on the Tuesday you do chords and theory, mix it up basically. But always doing your picking and always doing a bit of song at the end. That's a really good way of doing it. So that's the way to practice. That's how to structure it in a half an hour session. Obviously, if you have longer, you could do a little bit longer. Bring in more skills, bring in more songs, play around, looking on YouTube, try and have a little bash around some stuff. But if you give half an hour of your time to this kind of structure, you'll find you'll get a lot back for it. So really try and bring the skills, make sure you have that structured practice, and that's going to make you progress. It's simple as that. And there we go, guys. There's a really kind of quick look through of the how, what, and why. Really trying to set you up for January so you have a bit of an idea of how to approach it. Any questions, drop it underneath this video. We can also discuss this in the group and kind of build it out. I'll be doing more videos as we go to really help out. Throughout January, I'll be posting tips every day and giving some ideas. And if you've come across this video and you're not part of our group, head over to Facebook and look for the Practice-a-thon group or Practice-a-thon challenge group. There's a bit.ly link here as well, so bit.ly/Practice-a-thon 2016. Join our group and join in our kind of fun practicing every day throughout January. Kick off the year with a good start and hopefully maintain that for the rest of the year. Really kind of start off strong. Any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the group.